Russell Wilson, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Falcons and the Bears, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. Along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in playing well on both sides of the ball. Winners of 6 of their last 8 games.
And it's the defense that's really the star of the show. A terrific game last week. They got a shutout on the road. And that's something that doesn't happen very often nowadays.
Has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 16 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. On the return is Jones. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return, and the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. To throw is Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Fields on 1st down. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here's Fields. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this one is right through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Mack Wilson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Starting the drive with Algier. And he's got Rome. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Escaping the pressure right. Nifty move. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On 2nd, here's Algier.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 29. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form, and pitched a shutout as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. Some motivation this week, not an issue.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Wilson to throw.
Dumps this one off to Algier.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Dominique Robinson.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
Now Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. The Bears had 8-3 now. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Fields throw into the hands of Pickens. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Finding Pickens for another catch.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Here's Fields. He's got this to Pickens.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A nice gain of 21 yards.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now it's Fields.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Brandon, sometimes when there's a type of football that exists when you're between the 20s, it don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Fields. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. And his throw here is incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Again, Fields. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game. So you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we'll head down to our land.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Fields.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
That's complete to Slayton.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Bears.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Here's Fields.
He's going to take another shot here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board. So too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. And that right there is a bailout. Gave him a lot of breathing room.
And usually we put that on the officials, bailing someone out. They caused that one themselves. There's no doubt about that penalty.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Dominique Robinson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The Falcons send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line.
A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 38. Steps away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds. Nice call out to take a sack in this part of the field and brings up 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Wilson going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we play. Back now here on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll find Hodgins there complete.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it. And he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Jones on the return.
The danger of a punt that good? A 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Got an open man, it's Pickens.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
Going up top. Touchdown Bears!
George Pickens,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
And complete to Drake London.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now Wilson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
On 1st down, Fields completes this one to Pickens.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Fields finding Pickens for another catch. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Chicago.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Alex Anzalone picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Fields.
He's going to let it go again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They snap it to Fields. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here's Fields.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now Fields.
The quick slant caught. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Back to throw. Fields. Pickens on the slam. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
All eyes on Fields. Touchdown! George Pickens with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Wilson.
Montgomery, another targeted catch.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And now they're in the hurry-up to try again after the sack. Wilson. Oh, now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.